Quick disclaimer before we get started, this watch was gifted to me by Anders Co, but they haven't seen this video and have no say in what is said in this video. This is the Anders Co AC1 Chronograph in winter green. Now, first impressions. As niche as this might be, I value anything that can slide through a letterbox so that I can get it whether I'm home for delivery or not that day. That being said, the unboxing experience still felt great considering how standards seem to be falling in the affordable watch space lately. This case is made from 316L stainless steel and it measures at my favorite 38mm in diameter, 11.1mm thick with a 46mm lug to lug. It has a 20mm lug width, which makes strap changes easy if that's something you're into. The case finishing combines mirror polish and brushed surfaces, and overall it looks well executed. One of the highlights for me is the dial. It's a green fume dial with a sunburst effect, something I'm always here for. Both subdials not only have their own sunburst effect, which I like, but they have their own circular grooved finishing. They catch the light in a really refined way. Honestly, it makes it look much more expensive than it actually is. I mean, look at this Patek, something that goes for 138,000. I literally cannot see a difference. Like literally. I know some of you just subscribed. I can hear the buttons, but please explain to me in the comments how this is any different to this. Now, it is surprisingly light on the wrist, something I am valuing more and more each day. I used to think heavy equals valuable, but now I feel like it couldn't be further from the truth when it comes to watches. While this isn't a daily wearer for me, having worn this to an evening event was great to be wearing a full suit, but not be weighed down even further by a bulky watch. For my 8-inch wrist, it wears really well. The pushers are also nicely done. They're responsive and tactile. It only looks horrible in the B-roll here because I'm holding the watch awkwardly for the recording, so do forgive me. The crystal is a double-domed sapphire with anti-reflective coating. It adds to the vintage aesthetic, but it does slightly distort the outer markings depending on the angle. It's not a major issue, but it does affect legibility a bit when reading the tachymeter, something I'm never doing. The strap deserves a quick mention. It's flat, flexible, and most importantly for me, long enough out of the box. It's something that often gets overlooked for larger wrists like myself, but this one fits comfortably without needing to ask the brand for a replacement. Inside the watch is a VK64 Mecha Quartz movement. The chronograph sweep gives you a mechanical feel on a chronograph hand, but the watch itself is still a quartz. The left sundial shows the timer in an hour format, and the right sundial is a 24-hour dial. Sadly, there's no running seconds hand on the main or subdials, so unless the chronograph is engaged, the watch looks still, which isn't ideal for me. Someone did suggest to me that I just keep the chronograph on 24/7, so if you want to use that, you can. Water resistance is at 3 ATM, so it'll handle splashes and rain, but it's not something you want to swim with or shower with, although as a dress watch, I doubt you ever will. In terms of the downsides, the biggest one for me is that the design isn't very original. It clearly takes inspiration from vintage chronographs, and while it is well executed, it doesn't feel super unique. That said, when I tried searching for similar styles, I either found very expensive vintage models that were thousands or tens of thousands of pounds, or cheap AliExpress alternatives with questionable quality and purchasing safety. So in that sense, this sits nicely in the middle. It offers that look and feel with the reliability of a reputable brand. So to wrap up, it's comfortable, well finished, and somewhat affordable. 6.8 out of 10. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and if there's anything I've missed or got wrong, I'm always open to hearing your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.